I found out my husband was going on a cruise with his girlfriend. But when he got there, things didn't go quite as he planned. I had suspected for months that something was off. Late night calls, sudden business trips, and a coldness that had crept into his voice whenever we spoke. I didn't want to believe it, but one day, curiosity overcame denial. I checked his email while he was in the shower and found the cruise confirmation, 2 tickets, 1 shared room, a romantic getaway for 2, departing the following weekend. I didn't confront him, not yet. Instead, I made my own plan. I booked a ticket on the same cruise, using my maiden name, dyed my hair, and even bought a pair of sunglasses, big enough to hide my entire face if needed. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Cry, scream, expose him publicly. All I knew was I had to see it for myself. I had to see them. The day of the cruise, I watched from the upper deck as he boarded, holding hands with a tall woman in a red dress. He looked relaxed, even happy. A version of him I hadn't seen in years. Rage simmered inside me, but I stayed hidden, observing. I followed them discreetly during the day, watching as they laughed at the pool, shared drinks at the bar, and slow danced under the stars. It hurt more than I expected, but on the 3rd day, something shifted. I saw the woman alone, pacing nervously on the deck with her phone pressed to her ear. She was whispering furiously, and from the bits I caught, it wasn't about romance. It was about money. She mentioned something about transferring the rest after he signs, and he has no idea. My stomach dropped. Was she playing him? Later that night, I followed her again, this time to a private meeting room. She met with 2 men in suits. Papers were exchanged. I took photos from the hallway, heart pounding. It all started to make sense. She wasn't his girlfriend. She was a scammer, or worse. I waited until morning and anonymously slipped the photos and a letter under his cabin door. No signature, just the truth. He never found out I was on that ship. The next day, I watched security escort the woman and her associates off at the next port. My husband was left alone, confused and humiliated. As the ship sailed on, I sat on my balcony sipping coffee, feeling lighter. Maybe I didn't get revenge, but I got closure. He had betrayed me, but in the end, he got played worse than I ever could have imagined. And me? I walked off that ship with a smile, a divorce attorney on speed dial, and a story that no one would believe if I hadn't lived it myself.